What's good, y'all? We back with another episode of the Behind the Scenes podcast. We got my boy
Capo Deezy.
So we got a lot to talk about, a lot of stuff that's overdue, a lot going on. See you working. And first thing I want to do is give you your flowers.
Thank you.
You be tweaking on the music, but not like we didn't have like a real conversation for real.
Mm-hmm.
But like I'm very observant.
Yeah.
And I could tell who real.
Thank you.
So like just based off the environment of where we've been at, always show love.
Yeah.
Always like just like you got my respect, and that's just the flowers for you. I want to see you win.
Thank you, bro.
Don't meet me at the top, beat me at the top.
Type shit.
Yeah, word. So that's how I feel. So yeah, this Capo, well, like I'm trying to see where we should start for real. Let's talk about why your name is your name. Like where you start off with that? I ain't get that.
All right, so it really started like as MDZ. Before it was that's the hence why like my @ handle is the real MDZ.
Okay.
But I told my niggas like, yeah, but like I'm gonna drop the M until I make my first million.
Word.
Like, you know, and then when we make the first mill, I put it back on my name again. But you know, then I started going through things in life and maturing, and it was like like people look at me to lead, but like I always I feel like I'm always best at being next to the person that leads.
Word.
You know what I mean? Because like no one man did it himself. Like it always was a team. Like, you know what I mean? Like every strong leader still had to confide in that one person. Like I feel like that's me. And you know, Capo was a second in charge. Like
that's fire. Like I don't think I ever see somebody say that they was comfortable with like being second in charge though. Cause everybody like, nah, it gotta be me. I gotta be the one. I gotta lead this shit. Like, nah, everybody depend on me. But to say, listen, do you watch Power?
Yeah.
So to say, yo, you be Ghost, I be Tommy, is literally like, that's fire within itself.
Yeah.
Because it takes two.
Literally.
Or more. So to say like, yo, if you make the play,
I'm gonna run the play. I'm the man to run the play.
Exactly.
Like,
so,
and I'm gonna execute it well.
Exactly. And that's kind of fire to say, because I don't hear a lot of artists like say that, because it's more like they think more selfish and I gotta do it. I've ran into that a lot where it's just like a lot of people wanted the spot to lead. I'm like, yo, go ahead, lead.
Yeah.
After that, they just give up on music. Like
you know, everybody not born to lead.
Yeah.
Everybody doesn't have that backbone to, you know, really call the shots and put their personal feelings aside in certain situations, and you know, like really take on like other people's feelings and their personal, you know, gains and entities and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a big thing to do every single day.
That's a fact.
You know, and I realize that myself. So it's like, you know, but like I always find myself surrounded by people that are like that.
Yeah.
You know, and they're willing to take it on headstrong.
Word.
Or me some days, like I'm man enough to admit, like, hey, like I gotta recharge some days. You feel me? Focus on me. Like, you know, like that'd be my selfish tendencies. Like, you feel me? That's when I wanna go ahead and do what I wanna do.
Yeah.
You know?
I ain't gonna lie. I could say with me, I'm a natural born leader.
Yeah.
But it be times I don't want to lead.
Right.
There be times I be like, oh my God, call on somebody else. Yeah. That's when I wish I had a second in command and be like, yo, nah, call this person.
Right.
But that I don't feel like I got that no more. But shit, we could get into that. What do you like? How long did you start music? How long you been doing music?
I mean, I've been a musician forever, like my whole life. But
seriously, coming out, dropping your first actual song and performing it? What year was that?
My junior year of high school when I opened up for Dirk.
Okay.
I always
so that was your first performance?
Like, yeah, like to me, I always look at that as my first real performance. Cause like that was the start of me and like me and my guys really like taking it, you know, to the top, like looking for shows, performing, getting merch done. Like,
and Dirk like one of your top 3 artists, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you paying
I did
attention.
my research.
Yeah, you paying attention.
Dirk, Drake, and Rick Ross?
Yeah.
Okay. See? Interviewer.
For sure.
But nah, we're gonna talk about them too. But how many people that you feel like you lost in that time, from that time you opened up to Dirk until now, and how did that affect you and your music?
Damn. You know, I'm a person that like I take every loss differently. You know? And like I really believe in the investment that you have with people and the investment that you have in a bond.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you know, like I took losses to me where it was like damn, that's crazy. Like that should have never happened. And then I took losses to me that was like, like that broke my heart. Like, you know, like what do I do?
Yeah.
So, and before like I even started taking music serious, like it was just my therapy. Like I was writing poetry first, but like I love music. I'm a drummer, so like I love beats. Like, you know what I mean? Like tempo is literally in my blood. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
so like it was just like it was a no-brainer. And then it was like niggas around me were like, you nice.
Yeah.
Like keep doing that shit. So like I really kept doing it.
Yeah.
And just owning it. And I'm like, I'm having fun with it. So now I'm like, I'm getting in a different vibe because I'm like, damn, this is me for real. Like, you know, I'm dropping music. They like, that's you for real? Like, I'm like, that's me for real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's catching a buzz. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, bro, like, I'll be in high school, right? And like, I had this one young nigga, bro. Like, you feel me? He was like one of them kids in school. Like, he was just a delinquent. Like, you feel me? Like even the littlest rule, he'll break it. Like, you know what I mean? Yo, and this boy, like, he used to be walking around school with a boombox in his backpack. Yo, and like anytime I drop on SoundCloud, like, and I'll hear him coming around the corner playing my newest shit, like, you know what I mean? And it was just like, it was motivation for me because it was like, damn, like, you know, like you thought that was that fire. You know what I mean? That you wanted to play that. You wanted me to hear that. Like, you know what I mean? So it was just like,
that's a fact. The whole school heard that.
Literally.
That's fire though.
Like, you know, and
was that before or after the Dirt?
That was a little bit after the Dirt. That was a little bit after, yeah. Like
you started getting your respect.
Yeah, for sure. Like I always had the respect, but it was like once I opened for Dirk, like I was going to school.
It was certified.
Yeah, niggas was like, yo, bro, you about to be famous. Like, you know, that's how they used to be acting, bro.
Nah,
like,
I feel you.
But it was, you know, it was just such a dope experience because it was like, damn, like my whole school believe in me.
Yeah.
You know, like it ain't just a couple of the guys. Like,
what? In a short story, because it's not one of my questions, but now I want to know, like, how did the Dirk performance come about at that? So young?
So my brother Nixon, like, you know, like growing up, like I'm the engineer. So like my brody was always good on the business aspect of things.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So like Nixon was always looking for shows, you know, platforms we could try to get on, you know, B deals, whatever it is that we could use as a unit to enhance us, you know?
Yeah.
And he had the connection with Big Mike.
Okay.
And Big Mike was just like, you know, he was like, I rock with y'all. Like, I want y'all to come up here and do y'all thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I think he had give us like $100 or $200 off the slot. Like, you feel me? It was still up there, but like, you know, we young, we hungry. Like, you feel me? We all pulled in the chicken. We did it. Like,
that's
you know?
fire. If anybody don't know who Big Mike is, it's Big Mike the Ruler.
Yeah.
He be bringing mad niggas outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. So word. Nah, yeah. So I seen you on one of them, but how you feel about lists? Like just most whatever in Connecticut.
That's a good question. I can admit like I'm 50-50 about the list. Like I personally per se don't really care about them.
Word.
Because like I love music first.
Word.
Like I do the music for me. So it's like, you know, and I do it for me and mines. Like, you know what I mean? Like I walked in here with my brother. Like my brother's in the studio with me day and night. You feel what I'm trying to say? Like he'll tell you I love this shit. So like that's who I do it for. So I don't really care about the list. Word. But then at the same time, it's like it's always politicking. It's always, you know, buzz and clout and looks. You know what I'm saying? So like if my name is or isn't on that list, it's gonna be traction anyway. If my name's not on the list, they're gonna be like, well, why isn't DZ on the list? Yeah. And if it is on the list, they're gonna be like, yeah, my nigga made that list. Yeah. So it's like, you know?
Yeah. I kind of look at it like, it's like this year I'm like, okay, cool. I dropped like 2 EPs, but I was a little lower. I was more on the podcast scene and shit like that. And then I realized I'm like, yo, I kind of think I made myself bigger than just the artist. Right. So I can't even take the list personal anymore. Right. Like, cause it's just like when I view my consistency, I might be consistent cause I'm up here talking to DZ. Right. And then Boomer and Samar and everybody else. Right. But it's just like I'm not up here just talking to artists. And then so now it's different on that aspect. And then I do photography or this other shit. So I'm like, I can't even view the list that serious no more.
And
like
it's crazy that you say that because like, you know, there's a select handful of artists that like I look at and I'm like, you know, they brand themselves bigger than just the music. Yeah. And I feel like they get overlooked because like they're all in another pool of people that's just like, yo, everybody's versatile and just a jack of all trades. So it's just like, you know what I mean? Like it's a puzzle piece that can fit many puzzles, like, you know?
But you wanna know what's crazy is when you're successful, and if we was mainstream right now, then I would get viewed. Because Drake do a lot of shit like besides he was an actor, he do mad shit. Yeah. But he's still top of the top. Right. And a lot of people branch off because you need to branch off. If you don't branch off and do other shit, it's just like athletes. Like when the season over, you're gonna see a lot of active players going on these sports networks and being a commentator because you gotta have life around what you're doing. Right. So I feel like for me, like any door that I couldn't get in, I just made my own. Right. Like I stopped taking that shit personal. Yeah. Yeah. So that's my advice to any artist. Like if you can't get an interview, make your own. Like if you can't get on a list, build a platform where you can make your own list. Right. Like and that's how I looked at things. But yeah, do you view like artists as competitors? Like are you like, nigga, move out the way, I want everything, or I don't, I'm only seeing me?
I mean, like, it depends on how I'm feeling that day. Like, you feel me? Like, cause some days I wake up, I'm like, I don't see no competition. Like, or truth be told, like, you feel me? But then like some days, like, you know, like it'd be like, some days it'd be like, you know, I want this the most. Yeah. Like I know niggas want it bad, but I want it more than you. Or you know?
That's a fact.
So like it really just be what kind of mood I'm in. Like you know. When I know like when I know I've been locked in, like when it's like, all right, 50, 60 days past and I've been so locked in, that's when I'm in that I don't see no competition. Yeah. Like we could go at it. It's like that. You know?
That's a fact.
And I ain't gonna lie, like even right now how I'm sitting across the table calm, like I'm still in that mode always. Like it's like that. You feel me? Like I bet myself against anybody. Like it's like that.
I fuck with that.
You feel me? Like people could vouch. It's like that. Yeah. Like it's cool to be able to talk like that now. Like you feel me? I wasn't confident in myself before. Like you feel me? Like Capo DZ is me. Like it's like that. The heart of the trenches. Like you feel me? Come get with me. Like feel me? My catalog is really that. Like you know.
You know what's crazy too is like it's like Do you view yourself as a street artist?
You said as a street artist?
Yeah, like
you know it's so crazy. Like I do and I don't.
Yeah, cause I feel like you can do that, but you're also
I do everything.
Welly versatile to go in this lane if you want.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you felt like people box you in as a street artist.
I felt like when I started, back to like around the time of Heart of the Trenches too. Like that project that I dropped, that was like 2021, 2022, somewhere around that time.
Where
like I was really more so on the real artist aspect. Like, you feel me? Trying to make like hits, really talk the pain, like, you know, and you know, politicking where I'm from. You know, I heard a lot of conversations about me, you know, and that's why I had to get on the platforms and like, you know, start answering questions and like really like solidifying shit. Like, you know, like where I'm from. You feel me? Like I'm from Stratford. You feel me? Growing up from Stratford. You feel what I'm trying to say? But it's like I've grown up in Bridgeport my whole life. The Bridgeport scene adopted me. You feel me? I have vouchers from Bridgeport. Like I have real life moments, all of that in Bridgeport. You feel what I'm trying to say? I've come to equate to this music scene in Bridgeport. Yeah. You get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So it's like when I go out, like that's what I rep. Cause like I consider that home. You know what I mean? But it's like, all right, boom, like that's a whole nother wave of politics. Like, you feel what I'm trying to say? In street shit. You feel me? I can't be a goofy and just go jump in another nigga beef. You feel me? Just for a couple points, for a couple looks. Like that's goofy shit.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's not just Bridgeport. That's any hood you from, any trenches you in. Like, you don't do no shit like that. You feel me? Just even if you trying to pop, like, you feel me, you ain't gonna pop like that because it's not organic. Like, you trying to get points off other niggas' real life pain. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's why this last year, like, I did the drill wave, and you feel me, like I got on that. You feel me, just to show niggas, like, yeah, I can do that. Like, I can really do that. Like, you feel me? Like, niggas could come up here and talk their life too. Like, you feel what I'm trying to say? Like, and you know, like, and it's fun. Like, I'm not gonna be the one to try to diss it and be like, whatever. Like, nah, that shit fun when you really doing that though. You feel what I'm trying to say? When you in that vibe and the beat is knocking and you saying some shit and you look back at the bros like, yo, like that shit really fun. You know what I mean? When you put a Beastie video to it and niggas like, yo, that's it, that's the one. Yo, look at this gang, that's the one.
That's a fact.
You feel me? Yeah. But it's like, me personally and everybody around me that reminds me just tells me like I'm bigger than that. Yeah. You feel me? So like that's kind of where like I'm leading in with this new album, because it's like I gotta get back to that. Yeah. That's MDZ. You feel me? I gotta get back to that. Like, you feel me? I gotta show them like, okay, like, y'all must have forgot like I'm bigger than that. Y'all must have forgot I got a brain up here. Like, y'all must have forgot I know how to move around this shit. Like, I really know how to articulate. Yeah. You know? So
I fuck with that. I feel like, cause I ain't gonna lie, I thought you was from Bridgeport. But it was one of the videos I seen that was also in Stratford. But I don't look at that shit. Like, a lot of people play politics with a lot of shit just so they can have an opinion on some shit. I don't give a fuck about their opinion, for real, for real. I'm from New Haven. Born and really raised in the Ville area. But that don't mean I gotta tell y'all my business. Like niggas make, just because you're an artist or wherever you feel, like, you're not entitled to know what's going on with me. I don't gotta explain shit to y'all niggas, and neither does he. If y'all feel like whatever y'all feel, it don't matter, because only thing that they will be doing to you, pushing you to Stratford, is calling you the greatest artist right now in Stratford. Because I don't know no other artists in Stratford. For real, for real. Maybe you know more than me. Yeah. But that's all they doing, is putting you in somewhere to be the best person in that area. Right. Because when you look at Bridgeport, and Bridgeport showed me a lot of love too, in my city, in Hartford. But it's just like, it's a lot of politics that come with this game. So it's just like, to say, okay, I'm from this area, but I'm like everybody do that shit.
But you know, but I'm
DJ Khaled,
but listen,
rap Miami.
I'm gonna be real, bro. Like, it ain't even so much about like where you from for real.
Word.
I'm like it is in certain aspects, like,
yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you the aspects is like when you like when it's who you associate with.
Word.
You know, you got to pay attention and be careful who you associate with. Like, that's when it matters when you get to talking about where you from and da-da-da-da.
Word.
Because at the end of the day, like, it's a nigga down the street that's from here too, claiming the same shit.
Word.
But he just not into it with nobody.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's cool for him. Like, he ain't never had no issues. You feel me?
Yeah.
Unless a goofy come around and try him trying to get some points, then hey, it happens.
Word.
You know, but that's really what it be like. You feel what I'm trying to say? Like,
nah, I get that. I feel like that's probably my, like, where I look at certain shit and I'm like I get the street politics of things, but it's just like, it depends. Like, I look at shit based on family. I don't look at shit based on streets.
Right.
If me and you, like, let's say we lock in the next 5 years, we've been locked in, I don't give a fuck where you from. You family. So if anything that got to do with you, like, if I know who it is, I'm going to just piece that shit up. Yo, that shit. That's my boy. This my boy. Right. I don't give a fuck about if you lived on Blake Street or whatever street.
But that's what I be saying, gang. Like it you know, when you get into it, it be deeper than that. Like, you feel me? You gotta understand, like with niggas, it be bloodshed for real.
Word.
Like, you feel me? That's why the streets be so crazy, because it be like, these group of niggas is into it with these group of niggas, you feel me?
Yeah.
This nigga died from here and this nigga died from here, you feel me?
Word.
Now they beefing for 10, 15 years, however long it take, you feel me? Boom.
I get that aspect.
Then look, but check it out, then it be later down the line, you feel me? Lil Wooty will grow up, you feel me?
Yeah.
And he on that, you feel me? Because that was his brother or that was his cousin, you feel me? So, like, that's how the family ties in. You get what I'm trying to say? So, like, that's where it get tricky. Like, you feel me? That's like I say, you gotta pay attention to who you associate with and how you move. Yeah. You feel me? Because loyalty goes a long way.
I feel that. Like,
you don't like, and that goes hand in hand with how you present your image.
Word.
Like, you feel me? That's why I don't be. I jack my niggas. Yeah. Cause those really my brothers. Like, you feel what I'm trying to say? Every time you see me post, I post my niggas. Like, you feel what I'm trying to say? Double L. Like, my sixes. Like, those my guys. You feel me? We made that shit. Like, that's us. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I fuck with niggas from everywhere. You feel me? But, like, hey, I ain't feel me? I ain't lock in with niggas like how I locked in with mine. Like, you feel me? Like, in a shortage of words. Like, you feel me? So it's like,
I definitely get that.
You know, like, if I come around him and get the claim of what he claimed, you feel me? And his ops, whatever, they looking at me, you feel me? And I'm blindsided. Cause you feel me? I'm just being loyal to my boy. Yeah. You get what I'm trying to say?
That's a fact. I get that as well. It's crazy overall. There's a lot of street politics and it's a lot of shit that come with it. Like, my uncle was in the streets, my dad was in the streets. My blood is the streets. But that's why I'm not in the streets.
All right, I respect that.
Cause it's like, I seen it, I done heard so much shit, I witnessed so much shit that is just like, I'm like, that ain't gonna be me.
But now let me paint you an image, right? Look at the streets and take it out of this glamorized image that everybody trying to paint it as. Like, you feel me? That we hearing through the music. Like, it's real poverty going on. You feel me? Like, it don't gotta necessarily be the person that look like me and you. Yeah. You feel me? It could be people of different color, different descent, whatever the case may be. Like, they might not have no lights in their crib or heat in their house. Or, you feel me? They doing it just like how a nigga down the street in the projects is doing it. It ain't no different. You feel me? Poverty is poverty. Yeah.
I view poverty in the streets different though.
Why is that any different?
Because the streets is like, it's different between, like,
these niggas
I gotta hustle and I gotta kill.
But bro, niggas either or, they not doing it for fun. Niggas not waking up on some, well, I want to kill this nigga today. Like, Nah, it's a reason behind that. You feel whatever makes sense to that man. You feel me? But it's a reason
feel like
behind
it's
that.
a product of certain people's environment.
Like, of course, it's always.
Like I got. Do you know who the Kid Boys is? You heard about the Kid Boys?
I'm familiar with the Kid Boys.
Yeah, so the Kid Boys just be wilding.
Like
they be doing shit, and I feel like that's fun to them. I'm not saying they be killing niggas. They just be having fun. That's street shit to them.
Yeah, that's delinquent shit. Like that's just feel me.
And they lights might be on. So certain people choose it. Certain people fall into it.
Right.
So it's a matter of perspective for real.
But because you got to think about it. In the next situation, like a nigga that really need that car when he know he need it, he's not just about to be randomly stealing people's cars.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like everybody know they got that one shot. Like you keep abusing it, eventually you're gonna get caught.
Yeah.
You know?
Nah, word. So you said something else about going into the drill aspect. When did the when that shit come into play?
So like, you know, like ad-libs always been a big thing to me. Like since I first started the music, like I felt like ad-libs is what really put the track together.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like everybody always gonna go hard on what they talk about. But the ad-libs really make niggas be like, okay, So it's like, you know, like it started out like because I was really just rapping, you know. So it was like I need to make an ad-lib for myself. So I was like, you know, and that's how I started my shit. But when I got on the drill wave, I was like, all right, I need to separate the two.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna use the same ad-lib, try to say it different, and that's when I got
Or
so.
Nah, well,
and it's kind of like a turn up thing. I feel like for me now.
Yeah, that first. That's why I wanted to know too your relationship with like Tim Bryant's, because I feel like every time you get on his platform, it's like you take that shit real personal and you just be tweeting.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like personally, to my heart, like I love Tim, bro. You feel me? Like and the reason why I say that is because like he's just somebody that I see him in his aspect and in his craft that's just so great at what he does. Like you know, like and I watch bro give back. You know what I'm saying? I watch bro give back to the state, to the city. You know what I'm saying? To the streets, like with his craft. You know, do things that he don't have to do. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, so it's just like I respect that. You know, I respect his work ethic. You feel me? Like in his turnaround time, like bro really loved this shit. You could tell he loved this shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, and I knew Tim for a little while before I was even like jumping on the platforms. Like Tim, when I met Tim, like I was still kind of in a wave of like finding my sound a little bit, like for real. Like this when I first like start cultivating like harder the trenches, like you feel me? So, and you know, like, and bro always told me, he was like, yo, like you dope. Yeah. Like, you know, like you got that shit, like keep rocking with it. You know what I mean? Like, and every time he see me, it was just like, you know, you getting better and better and better. Like, and then like, you know, like I was finally ready, like, yo, like, you know, I want to fuck with the air it out. Like, you know what I mean? So like, you know, we handled the situation, you feel me? AA got a location, set it up right. I got everybody together, like, and when we shot a movie.
Was you one of the first walk with me's?
Nah, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't, cause I didn't make the first season. I don't think I made the first or the second season. Like I was late. You feel me?
Cause I remember seeing you on one of them. I don't know though, but I remember you seeing on one of them. It was the one where you was there.
No, actually, I'm capping. You said walk with me. I thought you said Arid. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think I was one of the first walk with me.
Yeah, word. That because after that shit just started jumping.
I think I was like 6 or 7 or some number like that.
Yeah. Air it out. I know he been doing that for a minute. So
yeah, like I like, you know, but I feel like for me, like it started with the air it out before the walk with me. Like, you feel me? Like it was the buzz that generated from that. Like my first air it out, like I had just came back from vacation from Florida, like, and I went out there just to like catch a different vibe. Like, you know, I want to just write some music in a different space. Like, you feel me? It's nice out here. Like the weather nice. I want to do some fun shit. Like with the family. Like, you know what I mean? I love spending family time, bro. Like, you feel me? I'm a family man. Like,
I feel that.
I love being around my brothers, my sisters, my cousins.
That's a fact. Now my next question to you, it's probably more for the ladies, but the men they could take advice from it too. Who's artists is. But how do you balance like being an artist and in a relationship or dealing with a female?
I knew you was gonna ask that question. I knew you was gonna ask that question. Like, I feel like I knew you was gonna ask that question because nobody asked me that question yet. Like,
or yeah, that's a fact. We all go through it, and sometimes it's hard. It's harder for them. So, but I want to let you answer it because I'll go all day.
It's I'm gonna be real, and I'm gonna say like it. Some days can be a fight, and some days they're just like it's smooth.
Yeah,
like I feel like whatever kind of baseline you have established for your relationship, like as long as you follow that, then like it'll never be any issues. You feel me?
Right.
And like as long as you set the line of what needs to be respected with your craft, you feel me? And your partner respects that, then like it still shouldn't be no issues. Right. You know what I mean? Like, feelings get in the way, like girls get a little touchy, you know what I mean? Whatever.
Right.
Like, they just they get territorial, whatever the case may be, you know what I mean? But it's like you can't, as I feel like as a man, like you can't take it too personal. Like, you feel me? If that's a person that like you love and they tell you they love you, like don't take it personal, you feel me? Because they're just expressing their love. Like I always, like, this is one thing I live by. Everybody knows how to love. You feel me? But that doesn't mean that person knows how to love you the way you want to be loved.
That's a fact.
You feel me? So like in a certain way, like you have to teach people. Like you have to teach people your love language. Like if this is how you want to be handled, teach the person how to handle you, Then after the time where you feel like, okay, enough is enough, and you feel like if they don't have it, then you make your decision. You know what I mean? But it's like, if most people in life, if that's what they want, they're gonna do what is necessary to get what they want.
Yeah.
So it's that simple.
Nah, that's a fact.
So
I got one more question before we get into the album. How do you feel about people voicing their opinion on what needs to be done for CT? As like a artist, because certain niggas be like, yo, you need to quit. Yo, we need unity and don't give no unity. Niggas be like, niggas just be saying anything. And then certain niggas be saying something, then they kind of got like clout, but they still in Connecticut. Like, so. How do you feel about the opinions? Like, did you hear any opinions? What you think?
I feel like I'm more so on the side of unity, just because I feel like I believe in strength in numbers. You feel me? And like, I love how the CT scene looks whenever like all the artists get together. You feel me? Like I'm talking about real quality, dope artists.
Yeah.
Headline this shit together and like, making a name, getting on the radio. Like
that's a fact.
I'm not a hater, bro. You feel what I'm trying to say? Like I appreciate the people that look out for me and acknowledge me. Like for example, like I was at a plug and play the other night. You feel me? Shout out my boy Eastside Lenny. Like I gotta give my bro his flowers. Like he's one of the greats. Like in my eyes. You feel me? Like I'm on shit like that. Like shout out to people that I see that's doing it. You feel me? People I associate with. But like I'm at his plug and play the other night, and like somebody that I hear a lot of that like, but I never met before is Femi, and and I was just chilling, geeking, whatever. I'm in there, we off the vibes or whatever, and bro, I just kind of like I'm like right here, you feel me? He's like right here around the corner, you feel me? But we stand on the wall, and bro was just like, yo, what up? Woo, woo, woo. He's like, yo, what up? Woo, woo, woo. Like, I see you doing your thing, bro. Like, keep rocking that shit. You feel me? Feel me? I'm like, oh shit. Like, you feel me? So like now I'm putting a face to this name. Like I finally seen you in person. Like I'm finally around you. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like I know that he's dope in my state. You feel what I'm trying to say? So it's like when people get to talking like, like every like these big names don't be like acknowledging them and like woo woo and shit like that. Like to me, it's more so kind of a thing like Like you have to be doing what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you have to be doing what you do to get recognized. Like, you know what I mean? Like talent's gonna speak for itself.
That's a
you
fact.
know, like I didn't go looking for that. You know what I'm saying? So like, but to me it was just like a noted. Like, you feel what I'm trying to say? Like, okay, like let me keep doing this then. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because now like people see me.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And even on the other spectrum, the other side, like even if you feel like people not shouting you out or people not recognizing you, you feel me? Like if they're always watching, they always paying attention, like still take note, you feel me? Because that's still acknowledgement.
Yep.
You know?
That's what I would say. Everybody always paying attention.
Facts.
And when it's time, they going like I don't take nothing personal no more. Cause it's just like once you start taking stuff too personal, when you get there, then you're gonna be like, nah, you wasn't fucking with me. Nah, this nigga wasn't fucking with me.
Right.
All these niggas gonna fuck with you eventually. Just keep doing what you gotta do.
Right.
And if you put yourself in the aspect like let's say you want a Samara feature. I'm gonna just say a Samara feature just cause we both fuck with Samara, so we can use him as an example.
Look,
but let's just say you want
got one of those in the cup for sure.
Word.
Right.
So
you know.
And so we both work with Samara. But let's just say we wanted a Samara feature. Samara like, nah, nigga, I ain't really feeling it right now. But then when we start getting lit and we actually get a good song that he like, niggas be like, nah, I'm not trying to work with you now because now you want to work with me? Yeah, because you put it in that work. So niggas not going to want to work with you until they see you put in that work.
Right.
Because we put in that work.
Right.
Samara put in that work.
Right.
So it's just like, we got to see you put in that work first and then get there. Because niggas wasn't there when we was going back to back doing these shows.
Exactly.
SoundCloud,
Wednesdays,
all these shits. Like, so I feel like that's what niggas want to see. Niggas just want to see you put in work. After you put in that work, and they see a song they like, it ain't even about clout most of the time. It really be about
like, do I like what I hear?
Yeah.
Like, do I like your music?
Yeah,
like,
it gotta make sense.
And that's where I be feeling like, and I'm gonna say this, like I be feeling like that's where a lot of artists be soft. Like a lot, they get in their feelings. Like, you feel me? Like, oh, you don't like my music, you don't fuck with my music, and it'd be like, I ain't never gonna support you. And I'd be like, to me, that's a form of player hating. Cause like, if a nigga drop a song, I don't give a fuck if you don't like that nigga. Like, if you know that shit fire, you feel me? Support that nigga, bro.
Nah, that's a fact.
You feel what I'm trying to say? Like, especially if you know, like, if niggas around me is playing this, I'm gonna bow my head to it because you know it's fire, it's catchy, whatever. Like,
nah, word, that's a fact. That's why I'm like, cause I was just thinking to myself, and I'm like, yo, I know when this album drop, I'm gonna finally get that feature from MDZ. Like,
nah, hell yeah, bro. Nah, yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You know, like work been so crazy. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I had to take a hiatus for myself a little bit and just like lock in. You feel me? But like, you know, I have a like you along with a couple other artists. Like, I have a personal list like in my mind, like of people that I know I gotta get to and make that connection. You feel what I'm trying to say?
I ain't gonna lie. Besides me, I just want to see you work with Boomer. Like, you and Boomer, like
I've been hearing that from a few people.
Energy. Yeah. And then he just tweaking too.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy. I might just make a GF album, like on some like just me being a producer.
Yeah.
And just
compilating songs. Like,
get songs together.
You know, it's crazy. Like, I be saying that like somebody needs to do that out here.
Yeah. And just make a whole CC project.
Literally. Like if it's gonna be too difficult for the artist to get up themselves and be like, hey, let's work together. Somebody needs to stand up and be like, okay,
that could be where the unity comes from.
Literally. That's all it takes. Because as long as everybody and since everybody wants to get paid off this shit, right? As long as your ass cap or BMI is straight, bro, you gonna get that chicken. So all you literally have to do is drop your verse.
Yep.
If you love the music like I love the music, like the next nigga love the music, go ahead and do that.
So what this project mean to you?
Sanctuary is, all right, so like growing up in church, you know, like this the sanctuary is holy. You know, you show reverence, you show respect, you know. And they always like, I was always taught like you can make anywhere your sanctuary. You know, you can make the living room of your home a sanctuary. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's just a I always associate the sanctuary with a safe place. You know,
that's a fact.
So like, I like to call this album Sanctuary because it's like I'm now like you are walking with me, holding hands into my safe place.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I say holding hands because it's like I'm really putting you real close to my heart, like and just how I'm talking, like the way that I think. You know,
Facts.
like really selfishly with the way that I think, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if you hear something that you may feel like, damn, like that's what you think,
Word.
like that's how you put that together, but just know that's really me.
Word.
That's what I see. That's what I'm living. You know, so like Sanctuary is big. It's a comeback, and you know, like it's probably one of the most exciting things that like I've been working on since even starting music.
Word.
You know.
Nah, that's fire. That's deep. Like, so when you take an album that personal, like how do you go and say, this is the feature I want, this is who I want on it? Because it's a personal album.
So like this album really, like the features for me really started like I started with like niggas that I used to listen to, like when I first started doing music and tried to make a buzz for myself. You know, like just like how we was talking about, like you got to put in the work.
Where?
So when I was in that season of putting in the work, like these were people that were like hot at the time, you know, like they were buzzing, like numbers up there. Like you walk around town, everybody know they song, like, you know what I mean? Like it was a whole new world for me. Like, oh shit, like niggas really do music.
That's a fact.
Like, you know what I mean? Like I didn't know it was like that, you know?
Yeah.
So like I got a couple of those people on the album first, you know? So I was like, okay, like that's close to me. Because now it's like it's turnaround.
Yeah.
You know? And they to me, like they don't even know they greeting me with the feature, but to them it's like when they get around me and it's just like, yo, bro, like it's really such a you know, such a grand feeling to work with you. Like, and I'm just like, damn, like that's what y'all think of me. So like, and then, you know, like, you know, a couple other features, like, you know, be like some of the guys like that were like on this journey, like on this slope going up, you know, working on the craft and owning the skills, and like that were just, you know, we were in that same environment, like, and you know, like I can't never forget about the guys, like, you feel what I'm trying to say, like, and that's a way of me like giving flowers to like the people that
you putting on the project.
Yeah.
I fuck with that. I don't want to list all the people that's on your project, but I'm gonna tell you, Studio, I fuck with that heavy.
Yeah, Eastside Lenny. I'm telling you, bro. Like,
dang, I wasn't even gonna list who was up there.
Yeah, I'm say it, like, you feel me? They gotta know what to expect.
No Motion is crazy too.
Yeah, that's on the deluxe.
Out of My Head is OD.
Yeah, Cash rules. Shout out Cash.
And
like Cash, one of them ones, like, feel me? Like I was in high school listening to Cash. Like, you feel me? She was always going crazy. Like now I got a feat with her. Like, you feel me? That's personal to me. Like, you know what I mean?
And I want to say I Won't Forgive Him.
With like, Samar. That shit Samar, crazy.
That's crazy as well. I really fuck with the fact that you say, you know what? Step into this environment. Because
yeah.
Samar, he does a lot and he can do a lot. But like the features that I see besides I think he got different songs with like D-Mac. But like besides that, like this is the first time I'm seeing him in this element. And I'm like, that's fire.
It's crazy.
And he killed it.
It's crazy because like, you know, and me and bro got a personal relationship. Like, you feel me? Like we really met off on like I heard this track of yours, you heard this track of mine. Like, you feel me? That's what really made me fuck with you. Like, woo woo, you feel me? And you know, like one day Brody was just talking to me. He like, yo, he like, I'm trying to come be in that vibe that you be in. Like, you feel me? Like, like put me on. Like, you feel me? Let's lock in. Like, you feel me? So that's when I was like, all right, like I'm gonna see if Brody really on that. Like, you feel me? And yo, we went in the stew, bro, and I was just like, I was literally like mind blown, bro. Like, I was just like, yo, like you that. Like,
Word.
you know what I mean? Like when I see niggas, like, to me, like when I say like a nigga, like, yo, you that, like, it's like your versatility. You know what I mean? Cause like a lot of niggas think they versatile, you feel me? But like it's one thing to be able to hop on different beats and really like make a wave of that beat. Like, you know what I mean?
Word,
So it was like, you know, like, and that was Brody really seeing me for the first time in the stew, like, do my thing. You feel me? So, you know, on that side, he just like, nah, bro, you really do this music shit. Like, you feel me? Like, nigga, watch me cook up the verse in 20 minutes, bro, off the top. Like, you feel me? Like, no bullshit. You can ask him. You feel me? Merch. Like, you can ask him. You feel me? So it's like, hey, like, you feel me? But to me, it was like, I'm really seeing Brody in that aspect. You jumping in my world.
Word.
You know? Like, and that's probably one of like my top 3. Like, that's one of the favorites, bro.
Word.
Yeah.
And that's fire. And that's why I asked that, because I'm like, to be like, all right, well, I don't know if I want to do, like, was it like, I don't know if I want, like, did you want to bring him in your environment, or did you want to be like, yo, like, okay, word. So
like me, so like, I be feeling like with me, like, I be in rooms with niggas that do music.
Was it a thought though to be like, you know what, we gonna do some drill shit? Or
Nah. Because cause I came to him like, yo, I want to put you on my album. And bro was like, I got you for sure. You feel like me, bro, like personally, like when I step in the aspect of ready to do music with a nigga, like it's gonna go 2 ways. Like, you feel me? Like, it's probably already mutual. Because you heard my music and you want to work with me. You feel me? Or you really on professionalism and you want a bag. You feel me? And it's like, I'm not a nigga that's shy to spend in the bag with you. Like, if I feel like you worth that, whether we brodies or not. You feel me? If you my brody, even better. Even better. Because now I feel like, all right, I'm putting a couple dollars in your pocket because I think you worth that. I hope you see that. You know what I mean? So like, but with bro, it was like, it was so natural. He was just like, nah, bro, like, I really fuck with you. You feel me? Like, I really fuck with your music. Like, let's get in there. You know? So like, and my album, like the content of my album, I'm trying to shy away from the drill shit. Like, you feel me? Like, me personally, like, in my heart, like, I feel like the drill shit kind of dead. You feel me? Niggas gonna say the drill shit dead, but like, you know, like, that's why I said, like, I catered a year to it. Like, you feel me? Now I'm getting back to my artistry for real. So like, anybody that was working with me, like, to do some music for this project, like, we was on that. You feel me? Like, really cooking up the pain.
So this at this time, this when this drops, it'll be in January. So the
March.
song, no, March is when the Sanctuary drop.
Yeah.
But when this interview drop, we will be in January.
Okay.
And you got a single coming out.
Yeah.
That's already out right now. So you can plug that right there.
All right. So bang, like, No IG Part 2. I didn't know IG Part 1 on Live from the Hub. You feel me? That's out on all platforms. You feel me? Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, Pandora, Deezer, everything. But No IG Part 2, that's going to be dropping on Monday, December 23rd. Yeah, December 23rd.
Word.
I was about to say the 22nd because it's my brother's birthday tomorrow.
Nah, word. Happy birthday. So yeah, so
6.
Make sure make sure y'all go stream that. It's gonna be on all platforms?
All platforms.
All platforms. Go stream that March 2025. We dropping Sanctuary. And he's just going up. I wanna say I appreciate you for even pulling up.
Yo, bro, thank you for having me, bro.
No problem.
I ain't gonna lie, like, I've been waiting to get up here with you, so like, you know, really thank you for having me tonight.
Nah, word, thanks. I just started this shit this year, so
yeah, to
even be like, you know what, like, let's do it. Like, I appreciate it.
Yeah,
because it's only up, and the next time you see us, it's only gonna be higher.
Yeah, bro. I want to see you keep taking it to the top, bro. You feel me? Word. And it's like, you know, this is what you really love doing. This is what you love to do, bro. Like, take that shit to the top, bro.
Word, nah, I feel you. Appreciate it. Nah, word. So, anything else you want to plug?
Not that I can really think of off the top of my head. You feel me? Just you know, stream me on everything. Capo DZ, Heart of the Trenches. That's me. Sanctuary coming soon again. No IG dropping 2 days. Hey, that's, you know, that's really all I could really say. You know, And I'm just excited, man. You feel me? Like, I hope you guys just enjoy the project, and I hope you enjoy the content. And like, I just, give me honest feedback. Like, that's my biggest thing. Like, and like, yeah, all right. So let me say this, like, as artists, right? Like, always be open to feedback. Like, always be open to feedback. Like, it's literally like one of the best tools that could literally help mold you in this career that you want to do. Like, I don't care if you feel like you the hottest nigga that walk in the room. Like that should be real when you walk in the show, right? And then ain't nobody clapping for you.
Or
you feel me? Or it's two people clapping for you. Versus like when the next nigga come on after you and it's like the whole room is lit.
Yeah.
Like when you get that feeling of damn, I had the room lit, it's like you can't go back from that. Like you can't go back to just a couple claps in a room no more. Like that, it literally hurts your ego, it hurts your pride, it hurts everything. So it's like, like stay open to taking that feedback from people. You feel me? Like, that's always take advice and pick up on tips. You feel me? Don't be afraid to ask questions. Like let me say it like this for the niggas with too much pride. Like it's not dick riding to show love, bro. It's not dick riding to want to learn, bro. Like literally, like it's, we're maturing and we're growing up in life. Like, you feel me? We want to get better at this thing. Like, you're a perfectionist like I am, but you have a different way of perfecting it. So do what you do, but just execute that at the best rate that you can.
That's a fact. Nah, I appreciate that. I can even take that advice within myself. So artists coming up big, it don't matter your status. That's real advice for real, for real. Y'all already know me. Y'all already know where I'm from. Y'all already know where to find me. I do want to say I appreciate the Pod Lounge for always bringing behind the scenes at home. Anybody who want to come up here, show out, pull up. If you want to just come up here to have regular conversations, like at this point, you family to the pod, so I'll bring you back just to have regular conversations.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Cause like it's so much stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
And I kind of wanted to get a little bit into the Drake shit, but we're gonna leave that to part 2.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
And we gotta get into the Dirk shit.
Yeah, for sure.
There's too much shit going on.
Free smirk,
Word. So
free smirk, fuck the feds.
So yeah, shout out to the pod. Like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate MDZ for pulling up. Love y'all. We out.
All that, man.